I used to make games in a fashion. What you may call coding, but really just scripting, very different things, but I wasn't just scripting pre-made assets, I was making the sound, graphics, object and script from scratch. Then managing the game myself. It ran for a good 10 years. Small-scale dark survival RPG. Still had costs above that of your average game, for me, the developer, month cost of €600 before breaking even, setup cost were a bomb, probably 12k. Hard to make a profit. But I didn't care, I loved the job, and I was my own boss. Things changed, laws and taxes, and I could not be competitive in my nation anymore. Oh, I tried, even move my servers outside of the nation I was in. Just to save some tax, but then competitors getting subsidies wiped me out. As for the tax, was I trying to dodge? Kinda, because of nation's laws, my tax was 21% on my services, my competitors had 0. When I had 0 tax on my services, I was still paying income tax, and tax on services I used. Now with the changes, well, I was wiped out, so no taxes for anyone. Very smart. Yes, subsidies, they help some, and hinder others. That's their purpose. Just a fact of life. My name came from that period in time. First as Sedan, which was my brand. Then I was also known as Snoodles, these names blended into one, Snoods. I liked it and kept it. The name a community gives you is always more valuable than the names you come up with. Providing it's out of goodwill, my work from such days is still selling today. But that in the past. I play games now. I don't make them anymore. The name? I'm keeping that. Until Black Desert. I had not played a MMO in over 15 years. Fun when I was younger, dull and boring in my retro years. I had just got a small dog. Very small as it was a puppy toy terrier. Adorable, bouncy and made cute sounds, then a video pops up for Shai. Not sure how. Maybe because I was watching RP videos from Daisy and Project Zomboid. And the RP tag fed me Black Desert. Maybe because I was searching and talking about cute little dogs. Internet, data collection. Creepy. The Shai class was interesting but not enough that I looked any further. As my sister had tried Black Desert a year before and pointed out it was just another hack and slash MMO. Not what either of us were interested in, stories. Meaningful RP with PvP is our thing. Once a game burns out, you get to keep the stories, not the levels and gold. We had that on Daisy, a survival game we ran with a mod server. Yes, I had created a lot for it as I knew how, so I had a creative outlet, and even with my inability to speak, I successfully played a silent character for years. Communicating with gestures, no text, and leading some of the game's story's narratives. Much loved and well-known player within our small community, and I didn't say a word in all that time. Good few years, sadly, the new puppy I had got was in a far worse state than thought when I first accepted her. I knew she needed one operation to fix a hernia, but it turns out there was more. She had twisted legs and loose kneecaps. She was in a lot of pain and needed special surgery. I didn't mind. I picked her because she needed someone who would help her, give her a chance at life. No, she was not free, nor cheap. She would have been used for breeding. Luckily I picked her up and decided she's not in any shape for that, nor will I have her destroyed just because it's inconvenient. She's okay and happy now, just needed a little attention, but I could not run and develop an RP game and community and look after such an ill pet. All that was on my mind was my little puppy. How much I adored her. How much it was gonna hurt when she was away at the vet's, and then in special recovery for weeks. Nearly crying thinking back to that. It was a very difficult time. My puppy had helped me out of depression and suicidal tendencies. She gave me a reason to hang around. When I wanted to find something to take my mind off things, even if it was a hack and slash MMO. Then I remembered the Shai video and took a closer look. Well, what did I have to lose? Looked different, looked interesting. Was adorable like my puppy. This is why I picked Shai. As for, have I tried other classes? Sure have, quite a few, even up to levels 61 and 62. They are what I expect from such classes, dull hack and slash. You may like that. I don't. If Shai played like all the other classes. Once my dog was back and well, I would have probably left BDO, so when people ask silly questions about my choice of Shai, make silly statements. Now you know why I go ballistic. Why I consider such people monsters, nasty pieces of work with a microscopic scope of reality, and it's a disturbing one, that they are trapped in. I picked Shai during a very hard time in my life and it helped me through it. Don't call me sick things because of your worldviews. I don't see the world like that. Not my problem, it's yours. When I look at a Shai, I see my puppy, adorable, cute, fighting spirit, doesn't give up, wins against the odds and what life gave her, can overcome anything. Cheers people up, oh. And to them now thinking. Well you're okay, you're playing Shai for okay reasons. Who the hell do you think you are? That you get to judge someone guilty without evidence. That you get to bully people. Call them terrible things unless they justify their choices to you, a random loser on the internet that think they have found tools to gain some control over others. Nah, you're just a sicko and you have shown us so. And I'm not talking about silly trolling. I'm referring to serious accusations and labels, and attempts to shame a player in front of the community because you have decided what they are, without any evidence or reasoning apart from how you view the Shai class, and what it means to you. Yes, based on your feelings about Shai, not mine, yeah, they are some tasty facts. You did it to yourself. Why I'm so grumpy would take too long to explain fully, and some of the backstory I'm not willing to share at this time, but why do you think? I'm a partial mute that is frustrated at how difficult people find it to understand basic concepts. When I struggle to communicate at all, in this modern world where not having a phone is a huge hassle. Have to work so hard. People just assume you have a phone and can talk. When they find out you can't, well, they don't know what to do. They don't have a system in place to help that disabled person. No one told them about such people. They don't count, they aren't profitable, but you bet, such people sing about how inclusive and open-minded they are. Yeah, as long as it's something easy, world is filled with idiots that don't even try. They don't have to, TV, phones and computer do that for them. They're not stupid or mentally feeble, just programmed not to think, not to gather their own information, just by reading or listening to what someone actually said. No longer can people separate issues. Things have to be lumped under an absolute label or they can't digest the topic. The topic, the label, it's their system to a predefined definition, one they don't have to think about, don't have to interpret, has been given to them by authority, e.g. TV, and as long as everyone follows the same definition, no one can call the other stupid. Yeah, fear of standing out. Conformity bias. And with the power of the internet, this has been used to damaging effect. Knowingly, willingly. By people you trust, no longer can people remember context or what was said 2 minutes ago. Or even a post ago. So I have to quote myself, you now see streamers having to do this too, seconds after they have said something, someone say they said the opposite. Streamer show that's not the case. Streamer is bemused at what just happened. At how broken some people's minds are. Sure, when you finally catch them out they will claim they were just trolling. But if you are not one of the idiots, you know the person was not trolling. They were sincere and believe in their own reality, until you took the time to bring them back to empirical reality. Yeah, worrying. Why? 'Cause they will claim you have said stuff you haven't, they will claim you have said one thing when you stated clear, and in posted text, the opposite. It's as if they live in an alternative reality. And you have to work so hard to bring them back. But they can go back one post and read if they wished. Now what they do is assume what you said, create a version in their mind of what you may say and that become their reality. One that never happened, but suits the idiot's agenda, so it becomes reality. This is too common today. Distorted realities, people fighting monsters they have created out of nowhere, misunderstandings and arguments that can be avoided by actually reading what is said and not assuming. Why does this happen? People don't want to take the time, they are headline readers, who then guess the rest of the story. They do this with their world news, they do it with People's Post. Read the first line and form a reality. Then post that reality, then the next moron comes along, reads the first line of what was just posted, and they create their own version, and no one is arguing the topic anymore, nor will they listen when you ask them to stop and look. So yeah, I'm grumpy because too many idiots. But as my friends know, you'll know who you are. The smart people. I'm not always grumpy, I'm fun and entertaining, helpful where I can be, and just gaming. You know what ticks me off the most about this idiot situation? Not the idiots, but the people that create these problems, know there are problems and profit from it. But that's human nature and it's sickening. And people like me that call it out, I'm not conforming, am I? So I'm a threat to the idiot's reality, their safe system of information, their ego. I may force them to think. And that generates hate toward me, it's programmed that way. It's a very smart system, it's not hidden and anyone can learn about it. But why would people tell you how they are using you? Now that would not be smart. Just a shame I have to live with the fallout of other people's sick games.